Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Well, now at 6, it's been more than a year since Malik Sweet's life was taken, and now, for the first time, his family is closer to justice. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Before we get to that story, though, we need to talk about the forecast and the weather impact alert for tomorrow. We're bracing for rain, gusty winds, and even chillier temperatures than we saw today.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here to tell us more about the weather impact alert. Rachel, this does not feel or look like summer.
It's going to be like something out of, let's say, March, we'll say, as we head through the day tomorrow. Highs will be in the 40s. We'll deal with periods of rain. It'll come down heavily at times. And while we're not expecting any significant flooding issues, there could be some minor poor drainage flooding, street flooding, with 1 to 2 inches of rain coming down. And we've issued this alert from 4 a.m., so before daybreak tomorrow, all the way until 10 o'clock tomorrow night. You might need to add some additional travel time or keep an eye on the basement if it can sometimes flood as well. And while we are anticipating gusty winds, I think the highest the winds can get will be in the afternoon and evening, up between 30 to maybe as high as 40 miles an hour. Those highest gusts would be along the immediate shoreline in southeastern Connecticut. So I'm not anticipating outages, but it'll just go to the overall chilly vibe of the day. We've got a few light showers out there. Our nor'easter hasn't fully developed just yet. So right now, just a few showers will continue off and on through the evening. But our storm will develop heading through later tonight, come up the East Coast and bring us a whole lot of rain. Right now, temperatures are near 50, and tomorrow we're looking at highs in the 40s. Bring an umbrella and even a light jacket on your way out the door tomorrow. We'll talk you through this and what comes next heading into the weekend coming up.
Wow, highs in the 40s, Rachel. All right, Fox 61 will keep you updated on air and online on this weather impact alert. Just download the free Fox 61 News app and make sure to enable push alerts. The New Haven police have a man in custody in connection with the death of a teenager early last year.
Police, the mayor, and the victim's family talked about that arrest today. Fox 61's Joe Monte has the story.
In January of 2024, someone shot and killed 16-year-old Malik Sweets on the sidewalk of Newhall Street. His family has been devastated these last several months, knowing his killer was still free. Until now. New Haven police say they arrested and charged the man who they believe murdered Sweets, 21-year-old Gabriel Frazier of Waterbury. He is charged with murder and carrying a pistol without a permit. He's locked up on a $2 million bond. Yolanda Herring, the victim's grandmother, says her family hasn't been the same since her grandson's murder.
To hear the tragic news the night of Malik's murder has left our family broken and with endless suffering. This has been a very painful tragedy for us all.
New Haven Mayor Justin Elliker took this opportunity to reiterate his calls for peace and to warn potential killers.
We are yet again asking to stop the violence, put the guns down. We have been here many, many times underscoring that if you attempt to take a life in New Haven, we will track you down, prosecute you, and hold you accountable.
Elliker wants the community to help keep kids off the streets. He says New Haven youth have plenty of programs they can get involved in that will keep them away from danger. Herring wants to see the community work together to prevent families from being torn apart by murder.
We implore the community to seek justice with us. We believe through collective efforts we can ensure that such tragedies don't befall on other families. Thanking law enforcement for not giving up and seeing that justice be served.
The New Haven Police Department and the mayor say they want to see an end to violence in the city. The victim's family, still heartbroken, says they're glad the man charged with Malik's murder is off the streets. At the New Haven Police Department, Joe Monte, Fox 61.
Hi, Joe. Thank you. A Naugatuck man is charged with possession of child sex abuse material tonight, and police say they had help catching him, but that help didn't come from law enforcement officers. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson talked to police about the group that tipped them off.
Catching online predators is usually a job for law enforcement, but in this day and age, anyone with social media can take it upon themselves to catch suspected criminals. That's why Ansonia police are advising these people to be careful.
It was possession of child abuse, sexual abuse material. on his personal phone.
Lieutenant Patrick Lynch is talking about 36-year-old Roger Pratt from Naugatuck. Police arrested him last week. He says it wasn't an investigation that started with the Ansonia Police Department, but rather an online predator hunting group.
Back in April, we received a complaint at a local business in town that a group was there and had confronted an individual that they believed was attempting to lure an underage girl for a meeting.
Lieutenant Lynch says the group calls themselves Predator Poachers, an out-of-state predator hunting group that travels to catch and confront suspected predators like Roger Pratt. Lieutenant Lynch warns against this extreme vigilantism.
It is a legal practice. We're not going to discourage that. We will take all the information that they get. Confronting someone that they don't know what the reaction is going to be. They don't know if the person will attack them. So it's kind of a dangerous situation that we would rather not have to wade through at the end.
Lieutenant Lynch says he's seen videos online of predator hunters engaging in violence against suspected predators.
Where you going, boss?
On top of it being a dangerous situation, he says it could cause problems for them too.
They're not immune to an investigation. If they do something that crosses the line, then they could find themselves being investigated if they try to use force to stop the person and stuff like that. So it's just better that they gather the information and they pass it to the police department for further investigation.
Lieutenant Lynch says that this is the first time Ansonia police have seen a predator hunter group in the area and advised that any future groups please come to the police department if they have enough evidence against a potential predator. In Ansonia, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
Several businesses in Meriden lost power when a car crashed into a utility pole. This crash happened on West Main Street late last night. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle spoke to one business owner who was affected not just by the loss of power, but road closures as well.
Crews were on scene Wednesday morning cleaning up the damage left behind from Tuesday night's crash. This is what West Main Street and Route 71 looked like at around 8 Wednesday morning. Crews worked to put up a new utility pole, replace the transformer and transfer wires onto the new pole. Raymond DiTillo works at the Meineke Auto Repair Center. He says the power outage and road closure impacted business Wednesday morning.
I seen the road was closed. I had to get through to get to work. Hopefully no one got hurt. Yeah, usually we have a full parking lot waiting for people to get their car work done. Today, no one's in the parking lot.
Police say this crash happened at around 9 Tuesday night. When police got to the scene, the transformer was taken off the pole and live wires were on the ground. Police say several cars in the McDonald's parking lot were also damaged. We saw one of those cars in the McDonald's parking lot with damage to the passenger side. Thankfully, police say there were no serious injuries as a result of this crash. In Meriden, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, Glenn, thanks. The man who police say stabbed a West Haven man in the face and chest in New Haven appeared in court today. Officials say Willie Boulware Jr. stabbed a 50-year-old man on Elm Street at 10 o'clock last night. Officers saw Boulware with a knife and blood on him. He tried to run away, but police tased him. Authorities have not identified the victim, but say he will be okay. Boulware is currently being held on $750,000 bond.
The man accused of killing a woman in a New Haven cemetery faced a judge for the first time today. 55-year-old Edwin Arroyo Roman pleaded not guilty to charges of murder and tampering with evidence. Earlier this month, 35-year-old Naisha Mendez was found dead in the Evergreen Cemetery. The medical examiner ruled her death a homicide. Arroyo Roman was arrested a few days later.
The Bridgeport man who's accused of drowning his baby daughter at a Milford motel last year pleaded not guilty. Dale Kirkland is charged with murder and the death of his 3-month-old daughter. Now, he entered the not guilty plea after his lawyers waived a probable cause hearing. The cleaning staff of the Mayflower Motel found Kirkland's daughter dead in one of the rooms last August. Police say Kirkland checked into the hotel with his daughter and was the last person to see her alive. Kirkland's next hearing is set to take place in August.
Well, Connecticut Attorney General William Tong is suing two online drug sellers. He says the companies sell bootleg weight loss drugs and they're not FDA approved. Tong filed a lawsuit against Triggered Brand, an online platform made in China. The suit alleges both sell only research-grade GLP-1 peptides without prescriptions or any medical oversight. The Attorney General says studies show these fake GLP-1s can contain bacteria or inconsistent ingredients. Consumers risk overdose. His complaint calls for the companies to pay $5,000 for each violation.
And new here at 6, exit 56 on I-84 East in East Hartford will be closed starting next Tuesday. This is a live look at the exit now. The Connecticut Department of Transportation says it will upgrade the bridge. The project is expected to take 2 months to complete. Traffic will be detoured to exit 58. Officials say there will be signs guiding you where to go. Again, this exit will be closed starting Tuesday and lasting until at least July 27th.
The Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection says starting today, you can't drink at these 9 state recreation areas. Here are the first 5 places where alcohol is now prohibited. In recent summers, these locations have seen larger crowds and more drinking, and officials say this leads to more misconduct, property damages, and trespassing. These are the other 4 areas where you're not allowed to drink. The ban is in effect until August 18th. Conservation Police will be monitoring the areas.